Here it is, folks, another episode of Brian Knows Cars. Today we're talking about the end of the line for my Tesla Model 3. I leased it for 3 years, starting back in August of 2019, and extended the lease for an additional 6 months as I was so happy with that car. I would have preferred to buy it out, but the Tesla lease contract wouldn't allow it. When I ordered this car, I ordered it with the performance package and with the self-driving capability, which, by the way, cost just $5,000 back then, but is now ballooned to $15,000. Even though this was our second Tesla, we had a Model S prior to that. We were comfortable with driving an EV and with Tesla as a company. I ended up leasing it as the first one we had was damaged by a hit-and-run driver. And I really didn't want to be potentially stuck owning a car with an accident that would show up on Carfax. In this video, I will review my likes and dislikes of this car and my thoughts going forward and whether or not we will replace this with another Tesla or not. Number one, the top of the list when it comes to the likes has to be performance. The braking, handling, overall driving experience with the regenerative braking, specifically in this performance Model 3, is that it's just off the charts. I can still scare friends with the amazing acceleration and handling capability of it if I give them a ride, but that has to be top of the list. Number two would be the styling. I love the look of this car. I love the 20-inch rims that are gray, the red calipers, and the aluminum trim. And I like it way better than the new version with the blacked out trim and black rims. Number three has got to be reliability and just the lack of maintenance required. You know, the only time we had to bring it back is when we got a nail in the tire. I ended up having them replace at the Tesla dealer, replace the back tire for $500, but just no maintenance. The car just works, no issues at all. The only problem we had right after delivery was the trim on the passenger side door. The aluminum trim there was coming up a little bit. The guy came out, the Tesla Ranger came out and did a double-sided tape fix just to put the trim back on. Other than that, no problems. Number four has to be the home link with the auto garage door opening based on the GPS location of your house. I know it's such a simple feature, but I just love pulling up and having the garage door open automatically. Not that I couldn't hit the button, but it's just pretty cool. Number five, with all Teslas, the over-the-air software updates when connected to your home Wi-Fi are great. They are obviously getting feedback from owners as issues that may be annoyances are fixed with updates. We had a simple issue with the intermittent windshield wipers not really working, and it was merely fixed by the next update that came in the next software release. So you gotta love that. Lastly, really not specific to this car, the whole business model of Tesla with no franchise dealers and who set their own prices is absolutely the way all car companies need to go. This eliminates your typical sales or finance person trying to sell you options or extended warranties or any other unwanted options. And it just makes the whole buying process much simpler. I know Ford is looking to move to this model, and I truly hope all other manufacturers follow suit. Now on to the dislikes. Not a long list, but there are a few. I would say number one is I can't buy out the vehicle. It's been a great car. I would literally buy it out if I could. And which is amazing, as the last few weeks of December, Tesla was reducing prices of Model 3s and Model Ys by $7,500 to try and move inventory. You would think they would be interested in selling one of their leased vehicles. It's just going to come back into fleet. I know they talked about them using it as a automated delivery or taxis, who knows, down the road, but it would make sense and be easier. Just let me buy the car out. I would say the next dislike is the summon feature or self-park rarely works on the first or second try. Even the simple function of backing the car out of the garage for this video, it took me 4 times before it actually connected, allowed me to back it out. Next would be the no availability of Amazon Unlimited Music. Yeah, I know Spotify is there and now Apple Music, but having Amazon Unlimited Music at home, as we do now, it would be great to have it in the car too. This is probably a long shot, as I think that there is a bit of a Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk rivalry going on with Jeff Bezos backing Rivian trucks and so forth, but it's nice to dream. I would say lastly, the glass roof. It's just too hot to have this glass roof down here in Florida. I ended up buying the Tesla mesh insert they sell to cut down the heat, but it's still too hot in the summer. You know, I guess I could tint it super dark, like I tinted the side windows, but even a super dark tint, it's still going to allow the heat to come in. You know, just give us the option of a solid roof as I had back in our Model S a few years back. So the real question is, do I get another one? Yeah, it's been a great car, but do I just get the same car again? My wife has a Model Y, and I really wouldn't want 2 of the same car in the household. That and the fact that the quality of that car is literally horrendous. Compared to the 3, the panel gaps are horrible. The paint looks like it was painted with a rattle can from Walmart. But, you know, I'm not going to get too much into that. I'm going to do another video on that soon. The Model S is too expensive. The Model X literally feels like you're driving a tank, not my kind of car. So that leaves the Model 3, which was a great car, as I said, but it was released back in 2017. It's now a 5-year-old model, going on 6 years old. That has really barely changed since launch. If I were to buy another one, I probably would wait until later in 23 to see if any of the planned updates make it to the Model 3, such as the yoke steering from the Model S or the 4680 battery pack. So I'm going to hold off, I think, in the short term, even though the folks from Tesla in California call me once a week to try to get me to buy another one or see what my plans are. So I am going to plan a video that covers all the non-Tesla EVs on the market in that price range as I go through this process of getting another one. In the meantime, I'm going to go to Mecum Auctions up in Kissimmee later this week into next week and may pick up something else to drive in the meantime as I decide. And I am going to put a video together of that whole process of going through the Mecum auction and bidding and hopefully coming home with another car. As always, thanks for watching.